Here we have a video that Good posted of Bryson DeChambeau doing an intense speed training session, and as you can see, he hit some unreal numbers. In late 2019, Bryson decided that he wanted to embark on a journey to pick up clubhead speed. In order to do this, Bryson began to lift weights obsessively, along with doing speed training sessions just like the one in this video. And in order to fuel himself for the intense regimen, Bryson also had to make an adjustment to his diet, which included consuming 7 protein shakes a day. Under this training regimen, Bryson went from 195 pounds to 240. To put it simply enough, you could say that all of this training worked out for Bryson, as he would go on to win his first US Open the next year. While now in hindsight we know how this worked out for Bryson, that begs the question, how did we get here?
I hit balls for maybe 20 minutes, putt a little bit, smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes, drink 3 Diet Cokes, and go to the first tee. Some days I won't even go to the range.
So this is just a funny clip that I found of the legendary John Daly talking about his pre-round warm-up during his career. Now, while this mindset may be extreme and certainly didn't account for everybody, this was very much so a lot more representative of the mindset of golfers pre-2000s. That is, until a young South African joined the PGA Tour in 1957 and would bring a mindset to the game that we had never seen before. This player would of course be 9-time major champion Gary Player, aka the Black Knight. Player made fitness a priority through his entire career because, well, I'll let him explain.
My brother went to war, he stood there, and vividly I can remember him saying, promise me you'll exercise for the rest of your life. If you want to be a professional sportsman, you've got to be stronger.
So you've got to be stronger to be a professional sportsman. I wonder what it would take for the rest of the world to realize that. Yes. Being the best player in the world while also being the hardest worker in the gym? I'd say that's probably the right formula. When Tiger first turned professional, he had the speed. But what he didn't have was the stability that he needed to create the swing that we all know and love from 2000. And that's where the gym came in.
A lot of the changes Peter the Tiger's made, and he had to get stronger to make them, and he really has. He's, what are you, about 20 pounds heavier now than when you first came on the tour?
Yeah, I came on the tour at 158, now I'm 180.
So in the 4-year span between 1996 and 2000, Tiger was able to add 22 pounds to his frame in order to build the stability that he needed throughout his swing. Throughout his prime, Tiger would run 4 miles, get some sort of lift in, hit balls for 2 to 3 hours, play 9 holes, work on a short game, and possibly run another 4 miles, all within a day. And although there is no doubt Tiger put the work in, he does admit that he would do it a little bit differently if he had it over again.
If you had one thing you could go back in time and tell your younger self, what would it be? Yeah, not to run so much. Running over 30 miles a week for probably my first 5-6 years on tour pretty much destroyed my body and my knees.
This is where guys like trainer Joey D come in and specialize in fitness specifically for golfers in order to make sure players are able to perform their best and minimize their risk of injury, which was especially the case for Will Zalatoris, as he has had to continually deal with nagging back injuries over the years, and his solution? To put some muscle mass onto his slender frame.
When you weigh a buck nothing, you just need to find a way to put on weight. So at the start it was seafood, eat food, and whatever. The biggest thing was just trying to find a way to get to 200 grams of protein and not do it with more than 40 grams per sitting.
So while injury prevention is definitely a huge part of working out and being in the gym, what else is there? Of course, clubhead speed.
He launched Brooks Koepka.
Here's the data that I've collected when searching for the average clubhead speed on the PGA Tour over the years. In the white, we have the lowest average speed. In the blue, we have tour average. And in the red, we have the highest average speed. As we can see from this simple layout, clubhead speed has gone up on every spectrum of measurement. And while sure this does have much to do with the improved equipment over the years, we cannot neglect the amount of work these players have put into their bodies as time has gone on. These guys have started training like real athletes, and because of that, they've been able to perform their best under the tough conditions that major championships have to offer. The thing about training is that there is no one-size-fits-all regimen. For some guys, they may need to add some mass so that their body can handle the golf swing. For others, they may be looking to work on stability and mobility rather than strength gains, And of course, some may just enjoy the entire process of training in itself. All that being said, if you're not doing any form of training, you're going to get left in the dust. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, this has been Breezy. I'm out.